reach out. What do you see? Light. Darkness. A balance. It's so much bigger. I only know one truth. It's time for the Jedi to end.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking.
Hey everyone, this is China Chicken, and welcome to my video where I'm going to be going over Star Wars The Last Jedi, the official teaser. So this is the first teaser that came out for Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. And I was so pumped for this trailer. I was so pumped for this movie when it came out back in 2017. This trailer may have came out late 2016. I don't remember. Let me know down in the comments if you remember when this trailer came out. But yeah, I was just so excited for this movie, and we're going to do a breakdown of the trailer, so let's get into it. I completely forgot about the opening scene to this trailer here, and it starts off, you can hear Luke's voice in the background saying breathe, which is a huge moment because at the end of The Force Awakens, you just see Luke Skywalker at the end there. And Rey is handing him the lightsaber, and that's all you see. Is you just see him for a quick second. You don't hear his voice or anything. So this is the first time that you get older Luke Skywalker's voice at all. So you hear him say breathe. He's training Rey here, teaching her about the Force and all this. But the cool part about the visual here is you think you're out in outer space, and then the light kind of zooms in and you're like, oh, this is a rock. And then you see Rey's hand on the rock, and she's breathing heavily. So you're like, oh, what's going on here? She must be doing some sort of Force training with Luke. What's going on here? So love this opening scene to the teaser here. And then the next scene, you get another voiceover of Luke saying breathe again. And you see the water, you see the sun, you see Ahch-To. This is the planet that they're on, and this island that Luke is living on. And you're thinking, why is he living on this island just all by himself? What's going on here? So I just love this, and you get the goosebumps from Luke saying breathe again. It's just awesome. And then again, you get Rey with her hand on that rock, and she's levitating some little pebbles here. So, you know, she's really engaging in the Force here. She's learning from Luke Skywalker. Just so cool. Like, what is Rey going to be? How strong is she going to be after she gets trained by Luke and all that? Oh, just so cool to see this. Again, just gives you goosebumps. And she's talking about the light side, the dark side, and balance at this point in the trailer. I always thought this part in the trailer was really cool. You just see like this wooded area. You're like, well, what's going on here with the wood? And then you see these books, or you think they're books, and they definitely are books. And you see the light on the books, and you know, you have all the darkness surrounding it, and then the little bit of light there on the books. And we do find out that these are the sacred Jedi texts that Luke, you know, spent probably most of his life finding these and assembling these. So we don't really get into these books too much, but yeah, I just thought this was cool. And at this point, they're talking about the light, the darkness, and balance, and just this imagery here of that little bit of light surrounded by all this darkness. So again, you know, it just gives you that sense of, we're going to be exploring this in the movie, the light, the dark, and balance. And you do get a little image here of the book open, and this is ancient Jedi text. So you see this symbol here, and this is like the symbol of the Jedi here, where it's like a lightsaber with a star, and it's all yellow and bright colors. So it's just really cool to see this and how Luke found this. Unfortunately, all these books get burned, I believe, so you don't actually, in the movie I think they do say that the books were saved somehow, and Rey does have the books on the Millennium Falcon at the end of this movie. But at first you do think that the books inside this tree is burnt down, but she does end up saving these books, fortunately. This is one of the coolest scenes in the trailer too, because you see this big mountain, you're like, oh, what's going on? But you look a little bit deeper there and you see Rey holding a lightsaber, and she's swinging it around here. And then in the background you can see Luke Skywalker, you think it's Luke Skywalker, looking on Rey, watching her as she trains with the lightsaber here. So pretty cool. I just love the imagery in this movie. It's so good. The cinematography, everything, the music in this trailer makes it really good as well. Just classic Star Wars themes here. This was a cool little clip that they show here. It's like this white sand planet, but underneath the sand is all this red dust that's being sparked up. In the background, you can see all these AT-ATs. It kind of reminds you of the battle and Empire Strikes Back on the planet of Hoth and the snow planet, where they're having that battle there with the AT-ATs. So pretty cool to see here that they're going into battle against the First Order here. You get a cool shot of Kylo Ren here without his helmet on. So I think this is the first time you see him without his helmet, in trailer at least. In the Force Awakens, you do get a little bit of him without the helmet, but yeah, this is him without his helmet, and he's got his cool crossguard lightsaber here. So cool shot of Kylo Ren. And then the trailer ends with Luke Skywalker saying, "It's time for the Jedi to end." And that was like the big money shot. The music swells all to this point. And you just hear him say that, and everyone's freaking out like, what do you mean the Jedi is going to end? And it seems like Luke is just going to die, and then there's going to be no more Jedi, or maybe they're going to branch off from the Jedi, and there's going to be a whole new type of Force users that aren't Jedi anymore. And it's just weird. Like, why would Luke say this? Why would he say it's time for the Jedi to end? And, it's all dark. You see this little bit of light from outside, but you don't even see Luke Skywalker at all in this trailer. You just see him in darkness, and you hear his voice. So you're like, what's going on here? What's happening? So that was a big money shot, and big, like, what the fuck is going to happen in this movie for the Jedi to end? And then obviously the title of the movie is The Last Jedi, and then you get the Star Wars logo when it's all red, and it's like, whoa, something crazy and dark is going to happen in this movie. So pretty cool to think about. Bring myself back to almost 10 years ago when this trailer came out. Jeez, I was just so pumped, and this excited me so much. Getting like a darker Star Wars movie really seemed like a cool idea to me. And I did really like the movie the first time I watched it, but over and over watching it, it's not one of my favorites anymore. It still has beautiful cinematography and beautiful shots, beautiful music as well, as always with Star Wars. But yeah, it just didn't hit it for me after the first time watching it. There's a lot of stupid humor in this movie that they could have just cut out. There's a lot of moments where you thought so many cool things are going to happen, and then it just ended up being dumb, like Luke Skywalker throwing the lightsaber over his shoulder. That was dumb. Leia floating through space. That was dumb. There's just a lot of moments like that, and everyone thought Snoke was going to be this big villain. He dies in this. I actually kind of like that moment, because that was kind of like whoa, Snoke is dead and Kylo's going to take over. But the way Luke was all sad and teaching Rey about the Force, he did a little bit, but could have done so much more. Yeah, it was just kind of disappointing. in the end. So let me know what you guys think. What did you think of the movie overall? What do you think of this trailer specifically? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'd really like to have a conversation with you guys about this teaser and what you thought about it 10 years ago or 8 years ago, whenever it came out. So let me know what you guys think down below. Leave a like, subscribe. Have a great day, everybody.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking.